Welcome to Prompts, your guide to using LangChain prompts effectively. In today's tech world, knowing how to create good prompts for language models is important. We have created this series of videos about the prompts we have learned. Each episode will show you how to make great prompts using LangChain with clear examples and easy steps to follow. So, get ready to learn and join us on this journey. This is Prompts, where simple steps lead to big results. So, what exactly is a prompt in the world of big language models? A prompt for a language model is a set of instructions or input provided by a user to guide the model's response. This crucial step helps the model to understand the context and generate relevant and coherent language-based outputs. In simple words, a prompt is just instructions or things you tell the model for certain action. Remember, every interaction with the models, every command given to the models, and in return, every brilliant piece of generated text by the model starts with the prompt. But how does a language model understand what we ask of it? Imagine we are giving instructions in English to these models. The model takes these instructions and breaks them down into small pieces called tokens. These tokens are the basic bits of text it works with to understand and respond to us. Tokens are interesting because they are not always the full words we think of. They can be whole words or just parts of words called subwords or even single letters. It all depends on how the model's tools called a tokenizer chop up the words we give it in our prompts. Before we go further into prompts, it's important for everyone to understand how a model deals with the input we give it. That's why we're talking about tokens first. Next, we'll explore different large language models' token handling capacity. We've presented the token handling capacity of various language models in a tabular format for easy reference. Understanding these capacities is crucial. Why? Because they directly impact how much and what type of information the models can process at any given time. And yes, you heard it right. This includes processing both the input and the output. The capacity of a model to handle tokens determines how effectively it can communicate, understand context, and generate responses in our interactions. So, take a moment to look over these capacities. It's key to choosing the right model for your needs, ensuring you can maximize the potential of your projects and applications. An important aspect to understand about using language models is the relationship between token usage and cost. The more tokens we use, the more it costs. Using fewer tokens costs less. Keep this in mind. Sending prompts that exceed a model's token capacity will not yield any results, so when crafting your prompts, it's crucial to consider not only the complexity of your request, but also the token limits of your chosen model to ensure effective and cost-efficient usage. Now, let's take a look at a simple LangChain application. We'll see how user prompts are handled and how they fit into the LangChain framework. Follow along as we explore how everything connects and works together to create something amazing. First, we start with the raw input. This can be any initial data or text that needs processing. This raw input is fed into the system as the initial input. At the core of our process is the LangChain Framework, which handles the input through various components. The first stop for our raw input is the Prompt Templates module. Here, the input is formatted into a structured prompt that the language model can understand. Prompt is ready for the next stage. This step is crucial to ensure that the language model processes the information correctly. Next, prompt is sent to the LLM or chat models. Based on needs, both models can do predictions, which are the initial responses generated by the language model. These predictions are then passed to the pass module. The pass module interprets and processes these predictions to make them suitable for the desired output format. And finally, we have the desired output, the end result generated by the LangChain framework after processing the initial raw input through all these components. Let's see the driving force of LLMs in LangChain architecture. Large language models are trained with billions of parameters. This makes them incredibly versatile. They can translate languages, write creative content, generate images, and even summarize complex information. Despite their versatility, it's important to note that the same model is used for all these tasks. What changes is the prompt. The prompt acts as the steering wheel, guiding the LLM to perform the specific task required and achieve the desired outcome. We can unlock the abilities of LLMs by using smart prompts. In simple words, think of LLMs as listening to instructions and carrying out different tasks based on the formatted input, which we call a prompt. All right, let's see the need for creating a good prompt. First off, understanding and managing how many tokens we use is key to keeping costs down. Here's something encouraging. With the right prompt, you can get accurate results even from less powerful models. A good prompt helps the model focus exactly on what you need. On the other hand, if a prompt is poorly constructed, the results can be disappointing. The model might get confused and provide outputs that don't really help us, so let's focus on making our prompts as clear and effective as possible to make the most out of these powerful tools. Let us see how to make good prompts for language models. To make a good prompt, it's important to know how people use language in different situations in a language, and writing prompts accordingly. Make sure your prompt has clear instructions. Tell the model exactly what you want it to do. Your prompt should be specific and only focus on the task you need help with. This way, the model knows exactly what you're asking. Also, a good prompt helps the model understand what you mean so it can give back the right answer. And remember, you can change your prompt based on who or what you need it to be. This means you can ask the model to act like a teacher, a friend, or anyone else. By keeping these tips in mind, you can get better at making prompts that work well and get you the answers you need. That's amazing guidelines. Let's see some examples to have a clear understanding of prompt creation. First, let's see what doesn't work well. A bad prompt is, as the creator of a time-traveling documentary series, what would be a good title for an episode? This is too vague. It doesn't help LLM know exactly what you need. Now let's improve that. A good prompt should be clear and detailed. For example, what would be a good title for a documentary episode about theme happening in the year? By defining the theme and the time frame, such as the rise of artificial intelligence in the year 2050, the global water crisis in 2150, or interstellar travel in 2150, the prompt becomes more clear and LLM will generate desired output in an efficient manner. Prompt is not just ordinary topic to learn. We have new discipline that involves developing and fine-tuning prompts called prompt engineering. The goal here is simple yet ambitious. We aim to perfect how humans and AI interact, making our communication as effective as possible. Prompt engineering is key to understand what large language models, or LLMs, can and can't do. It's essential for many tasks in natural language processing, helping us push the boundaries of technology. This is a vast topic. We just throw some lights and will not dive deep into it. Before we move on to next video, Let me summarize what we have seen in this video. We have started with the prompt definition and its consumption by model as tokens, and also tokens relation with cost. Next, how this prompt suited in LangChain Framework and act as a driving force for LLM. Then we have seen need for a good prompt and few guidelines to create good prompts with some examples. Finally, we have seen that a new discipline called prompt engineering emerged by understanding prompt importance. Next, we will see how we create prompts in LangChain. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for updates.